Jeff Slakey, I'm happy to have in studio this morning Mike Olson. We're talking pickleball. Good morning, sir.
Good morning.
How you doing? Good to see you. Pickleball coming up, so that means the tournament that you helped put together last year was the first year?
No, this is our third year.
This is the third year now.
Third year, yeah.
All right, talk to me about this. When's it going to be?
August 20th, down at the Mason Transit Community Center.
Oh, perfect.
We tried to have it on the street last year and it rained.
Yeah.
So we luckily grabbed that at the last minute, and so this year life's been a little crazier for me with work, so I decided to put it inside. It was a lot easier for setup.
You know, it's weather. No matter what the weather is,
yeah,
you'll be able to play.
And it's a consistent playing surface. You know, Railroad Avenue has got a crown to it. And, you know, we worry about injuries and stuff like that. But I think we might try it again next year. People kind of like that. It was a little bit of a notoriety for us, and you know, we'll see what happens.
So pickleball in Shelton, it's a popular sport still?
It's very strong. The group grows a little bit. We lose probably half the people in the winter, of course, because it's very popular amongst the retired snowbirds. But they play year-round. They go down to Arizona, and they'll play 2, 3, 4 days a week, just like we do up here during the winter. But our group gets smaller. But we have a good, consistent, you know, 30 to 40 people year in, year out that enjoy it. We wish we'd get more, but, you know, it is what it is.
Do you see any increase in kids for the summertime?
We don't. That's the one thing we're trying to hit on is that I think most of the adults, maybe a little younger than me, actually picked it up in school.
I remember playing it in school.
Yeah, and it wasn't even a PE sport. A lot of times it was at lunchtime or something, or after school. But we don't have a lot of youngsters. I would say the youngest is probably 30s, you know, 40s for the most part, but the majority, average age is probably like 68 to 70.
So let's talk about this tournament on the 20th. What's it gonna? Is it like a round robin deal, or?
Yeah, we're gonna mix it up a little bit this year. Previous years we just did a random draw for your partner. You know, we just threw everybody in a hat and you got who you got. And we had some players that played once a year. They just came out for fun, and you had other players who play year-round. Nobody took it too seriously. It's a fun tournament, but we did think this year maybe have 2 different skill levels.
Okay.
So we're going to have 2 groups, a higher and a lower. We don't want to say better and worse, but we'll say advanced and intermediate. And then in that group, we're going to do a round robin where you have a different partner every game.
Oh.
So you never play with the same person twice. And we'll keep a cumulative score during your round robin. You play, like, I think 6 games, and then at the end of that, we'll take the top 8 scores of cumulative score, and then they'll go into a little playoff. And it'll be the same thing. You won't have the same partner. And then we'll have 2 groups like that, and they'll each have their own little championship.
Wow, that's kind of
And that way, I think, makes people feel that, you know, because obviously if you get a good partner like last year, you won. In fact, Al Brochet is probably he's probably the best player in town, and he's won both years with a different partner. So this way, he'll be playing his equal skill level people, and he may or may not have success.
Ah, so, very interesting.
So people are, in fact, he was the one that came up with the idea. So
it's pretty good idea.
So it'll be kind of fun. Yeah, a little different this year.
And so then you'll probably play against maybe the teammate you just had.
Exactly.
Depending on how the draw goes.
Yeah, you will. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. And so everybody should get a good minimum of 6 games, and if you go on to the championship, you'll get another 4 games. So it should be fun.
So the cost for this?
A $25 entry fee. And then we encourage spectators to bring a sack of food for the food bank because, like always, we donate the proceeds from the entry fees to the school food backpack program.
Oh, great program.
Last year, I think we were up to like $850, and then maybe like 400 pounds of food or something. So it was kind of a fun thing.
What do you need? Do I have to get a special racket, or can I use a tennis racket, or what's the story on this pickleball?
It's a composite. Some are wood, most are composite. It's a little bigger than a ping pong paddle.
Okay.
We have, if you want to come out and try it out without an investment, we actually have paddles to use. If you do get into it and you want to buy one, yeah, they start at about $50 or $60, and of course the sky's the limit.
Sure.
Is you know, as good as you get. But that's really the only equipment required. Tennis shoes, you know, and that's about it. There's no special equipment, and amazingly enough, it's a pretty easy game to pick up. You don't have to be super athletic. average folks can do it. I'm not super athletic, but I enjoy the heck out of it. It's just a great workout. Really good aerobic exercise. I've actually lost weight, if anybody can tell on radio.
Oh yeah, no, you look great. That's so it's an active. You can get active if you need to.
Oh, absolutely, yeah. And the nice part about it is it's not a contact sport. You don't run into anybody. There's a wall you might bounce once in a while, but I have yet to see anybody really injured. There's been a few tweaked ankles or something, but it's a very, very safe sport so far. I haven't seen anybody damaged beyond repair, and like I say, it's a sport for the baby boomers, and so we're all into our mid to late 60s, and it's a sport we can still participate in without risk of too many injuries. So
do you think
very popular.
We'll see pickleball in the 2020 Olympics?
That would be great.
It would be
It's
great.
actually incredibly. I was down earlier this year. I participated in another tournament down in, I think it's Centralia or Chehalis. I always get them mixed up.
Sure, the Twin Cities.
There's a huge sports complex down there. And they had 400 to 500 players participate in a 3-day tournament, all different levels and combinations, men's, women's, juniors, skill levels from beginner to advanced. And it was huge, 400 or 500 people come to that thing.
Wow.
And so it got me thinking, I'm going to hit Lisa Perry up and see if they'll give us one of those large Quonsets down here on the old Simpson property for a pickleball facility.
Might as well try.
Heck, you can't lose.
So that is really amazing.
It's huge. There's people come from all over the Northwest, California to Idaho, Montana, for this large tournament. It was a qualifying tournament to go on to. Of course, they have their own. I don't think they have a professional league, but they certainly have a national tournaments and
Close
stuff.
to it.
Yeah.
Didn't it start in the Tacoma?
Bainbridge Island,
Bainbridge.
actually. And I might get this wrong, but I believe it was 2 ex-representatives or state officials, Joel Pritchard and Norm Dix, I believe. It started at Joel Pritchard's house. I hope I don't get all this wrong. But he invented it for his kids, evidently, something to do, and they just sort of made a combination. He probably had a tennis court, and tennis is too hard for, it's more of an athletic endeavor.
Yeah.
And he kind of put it together that way, and now it's huge. There's all over the place you go. People are starting to pick it up and enjoy it. We have out-of-town people that come that play in Olympia, Port Orchard. I can't think of the other. Yeah, so we're getting some out-of-town folks come in.
So August 20th at the Transit Community Center in downtown Shelton. How do you pre-register? Or
just call me. I've got. I can give you my phone number, which is 791-6589. And we do have a pickleball website. It's called Mason County Pickleball on Facebook.
Okay.
And so if they go there, too, all the info is there. And it starts at 10 o'clock this year. We're going to delay a little bit so we get people up and around.
Okay.
It should last, till 3 or 4 o'clock, something like that.
That'd be a great day.
Yeah, hopefully get people down here to watch it. At least it's a fun sport to it's a quick sport, that you can enjoy. So.
Very cool.
Yeah.
Mike Olson, thanks for coming in to talk about this. We'll put this up on the website afterwards and link it also to your Mason County Pickleball page on Facebook.
Great. I appreciate you guys doing this. All the advertisement and the publicity helps a lot.
I bet it does. All right. Well, 7:26 now at 1 News Radio. We'll be right back after this.